Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Patreon video. Ladies and gentlemen, either or neither. Let me just tell you one thing. Last week was no Patreon video, but a little bit of an article or a little bit of a letter that I wrote to you all. Hopefully you've all read it and understand why I couldn't speak. I'm slowly but surely getting better from what happened. I still think of him every now and again, but I can at least talk about him without breaking down. Yeah, so for those of you who didn't read that letter last week, for YouTube viewers, the Patreon letter will be available. Well, I'm actually basically telling you all now, but it should be available by the time YouTube viewers see this video. You can find it over on Patreon. It's public by now. By the time this video releases on YouTube, that letter will be public. Basically, I've lost a close friend of mine. I wouldn't say very close, but a close friend of mine. And one of the first friends I made outside of school. And he got me into Terry Pratchett. He got me into Dungeons and Dragons. He got me into Vampire the Masquerade. To mention just a few things, okay? And he passed away. And last week, Friday, was his service, his funeral service. And, yeah, I miss him. Okay, now that we've done the sad part, this week was interesting. 7 Days to Die. We're getting into Dark Souls. I finally beat, Smaug and Ornstein again, and we are basically exploring the world of Dark Souls, which we'll get to tomorrow. We'll continue on tomorrow, and it's quite fun. I mean, I'm only now Dark Souls is a bit more fun, in the sense of I know now what to do, or I know that I can explore anywhere. Those two freaking bosses, or that one boss, or the two bosses, wasn't hanging over me. So it's like now I can just run around and do shit. And I've learned also a bit more about myself. The moment I get frustrated, I'll stop streaming. Because then I'm gonna make stupid mistakes, and then I'm gonna continue on doing them, and then I'll hit another wall, which I don't want to do. So rather call the stream slightly earlier, or stop doing what I'm doing, try something different, go another place, and then come back at a later stage, or come back with fresh eyes on it. Basically, that's what I've learned how to do through Dark Souls. Any games that taught you something like that, some weird life skill that you're kind of using a lot, but you never think about it anymore? Comment down below and let's see what you guys have. And yeah, we're basically on our Dark Souls thing. We've got, starting from tomorrow, will be 11 days left of playing Dark Souls, thanks to the hype train. And if we finish Dark Souls 1, then we move on to Dark Souls 3. We're skipping 2. We're moving on to 3. And yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. After we finish the Dark Souls, we will be hitting Days Gone, see what that's all about. Can't freaking wait. Okay, cool. Luckily, my screen and everything is showing. That is important. My birthday is coming up. By the time this video gets on YouTube, my birthday would have been past. The plan is to wear a onesie on my birthday, thanks to chat. And they've decided on a pink dinosaur onesie, so that's interesting. And yeah, Jan Afrika's things, thought he had a photographer. The photographer bailed on him. Apparently it's because he changed his hairstyle and his beard. So that's a thing. So he will have to start taking his own photos soon again. And then that's about it. We've got... it's a very cold month. It's colder than usual. I'm almost at the point of complaining. Almost. at the point of complaining about the cold. Diablo 4 launches this week, for me at least, and I'm probably going to play that on Tuesday, give 7 Days to Die a bit of a skip, need a bit of a breather from 7 Days to Die before the alpha hits. I'm basically going to stop 7 Days to Die and just do something else until 7 Days to Die comes in. And that is about it. We've got our Memory Lane Mondays coming up this week on YouTube and Fallout Fridays, which reminds me, after this, I'm going to record Memory Lane Mondays. And for very specific reasons. Let me just put it out there. And yeah, that's about it. Also, our Sea of Thieves was fun today. Holy shit, it was fun. We need to get more people in on it. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dogs if they can play games. Get them in Sea of Thieves, you know. And that is that. As always, we got to say thanks to our beautiful and lovely Patreons, which is you all. And we've got at the Kings and Queens level, our only queen at the moment. At the moment. We could get a king, or we could get another queen. You know. We've got Great Susie. And then our only lurky Carl is Noctis Silence. You know, we can do with a few more Carls. I think Noctis Silence and Great Susie is a little bit lonely there. And then our thralls could do with a few more, maybe 2 more, but we've got Lazy 8244 and Mogwai. I'm pretty sure they want some friends as well, some extra friends on the thrall level, some extra thralls, you know. And then for the rest of them, those people hiding in the bushes, those lurkers, you know, they keep themselves company. And you never know their number. Could it increase? Most definitely. But our lovely, lovely lurkers we've got. Dwayne, Jumpy Humpy Spider, Matt Durana, Tim Beak, and Mika. Thank you all for your patronage. And until next time, hug some you love, tell them you love them, and have a good one.